welcome to this week's wildlife vlog. As with last week, we're going to start out our journey with the gray squirrel. Tell me, can you spot the squirrel amidst these trees? Alright, now take a closer look. It's hiding in plain sight. Realizing I wasn't fooled, this little guy decided to scurry for cover. But that's okay, there are plenty of other animals that we can view. Here you can see a Downy Woodpecker drilling at a dead tree looking for the grubs hiding inside. And here's a flock of European starlings, an invasive species, congregating around a water source. Most interesting were these black vultures. Usually seen perched on telephone lines, these had come down to the ground, perhaps because there was a local source of food, a dead animal of some sort nearby. But even these large, turkey-sized birds have to watch out for predators. Here you can see a local neighborhood dog thought that they might be a tasty meal. Frightened, these birds watched warily from the treetops, but eventually they decided to come back down, settling near Hayfield High School. Like the European starlings, they had gathered around a precious water source and fought over it quite fiercely. Moving on to invertebrates, I spotted this abandoned wasp nest, ravaged by the cold, stormy weather. Each year, the cold weather sterilizes these nests as the wasps inside freeze to death. If we have enough cold days this winter, I might be brave enough to go out and collect this nest, knowing that all the wasps inside have been killed off. The first living invertebrates I saw this week were these ladybugs, invading my house through a crack in the doorway. Normally an outdoor insect, ladybugs come inside to survive the winter cold. Zooming in, we can see that this cute-looking insect is actually a voracious predator. There are all sorts of insects that live inside our houses, including this millimeter-long spider. And now, they'll have to watch out because a new hunter is on the loose. Moving back outside, we can see that the cold, dry weather is causing this pond to recede in water level. This reveals a vast host of creatures lurking, thrashing around in its murky depths. These aren't fish, but rather a huge congregation of bullfrog tadpoles. Like sea creatures caught in a tide pool with the receding tide, these tadpoles have been caught in the falling, drying leaf litter as the water recedes. I decided to steer some of these little guys into deeper water. Admittedly, I might have done more harm than good, but at the same time, it's quite certain that any of these tadpoles that are stuck on dry land face certain death. Finally, I've been enjoying the beautiful colors that come with fall. This change comes as chloroplasts, tiny bacteria-like organelles inside of each leaf, lose their green pigment, revealing other pigments underneath. I tried to capture this under the microscope. Somewhat macroscopically, I had success, but as you can see, the closer I got to visualizing the individual chloroplasts, the more likely the leaf was to bend and rock out of focus, making it quite difficult to capture this interesting process on film. Alright, that's about it. If you want to see more cool videos, check out my YouTube channel, or you can check out my Instagram where I have all sorts of cool wildlife pictures. That's it. See you guys next week.